Thank you, YouTube, for tuning back into the channel. Mr.JustRight one damn sure checking back in with you guys today with a review. Can you believe it? A review. Yeah, neither can I, but I got one for you. Today's product was sent to me for the purpose of this review from the wonderful people over at Wotofo. That's right, you know them guys. The STNG, a collaboration between Wotofo and Uncle Staz, a fellow YouTuber, vape reviewer. Salute, respect, congratulations on your product, man. Y'all know the drill. We're going to dive down, take a look at it, go through all that rigmarole, come back up top, talk about it. I'll let you know what I think about it, all right? So without further ado, let's get to it. Here we are with the download section with the STNG from Wotofo and Uncle Staz. Designed by Wotofo and Uncle Staz, Wotofo x Uncle Staz, STNG, typical packaging from Wotofo as of right now. This kit contains, there's your list of everything that it contained within. Color indication of black, scratch to authenticate, typical Wotofo packaging, and it's upside down on the back. Yes, I would do that, and bam, that's the back packaging. Nothing more to show you there. What we'll do is back this back out just a little bit, show you what's contained within the packaging. Of course, we have the star of the show. Underneath that, you have your Wotofo manual, showing you how to wick it, how to put a coil in it, the whole 9 yards. Typical owner's manual stuff. Alright, and we have a flathead screwdriver and an Allen key, secondary drip tip, some O-rings, squonk pin, spring, Wotofo cotton. Y'all remember when Wotofo packaging was all black and it all said competition cotton and you had to guess what was inside? Yeah, you're welcome. Comes with some pre-built coils. This one here is a single strand. You see the specs there. And the one I'll be utilizing today, the dual core fused Clapton coil. There's the specs on it. Alright. So now let's take a look at the star of the show, which is the STNG RDA. Here I have the one I've been using, the stainless on the Dilligif mod stand. Thank you for that, man. Piston. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, so here we go. You see the drip tip there that comes with it, pre-installed. If you look inside the cap there, it is a very conical design. I do like the way that the conical design carries over right here, if it'll focus, you bitch, right there, into the drip tip. A lot of people forget to do that. Why go through the trouble of making the top cap conical but not the inside of your drip tip? I really do like that touch right there, man. That makes a huge difference. Don't believe me? Try it. Alright, and here is the build deck. Forgot I had a build in it. Let me take that build out real quick. I guess installing will be just reverse of this. Those clamps are spring loaded. Pretty cool. Can kind of dig that. So if you look down in there, you see two, forgive the e-liquid that's in it, but that's just proof that I have been utilizing it. Those two holes right there are the airflow that comes in from right there. One is for airflow, the other is for squonking. And there is a feedback right down there in the bottom. So when you do squonk, it does allow it to suck it back into the bottom. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Like the way it's done, man. This isn't rocket science on this device, man. It's super simple. It's meant to be that way, though. It's made to be that way. Typically, most of your mouth to lung RDAs are pretty simple to build. Nothing too complicated. I do like the way that the single opening on the bottom, one for the airflow and the other for the e-liquid, that when you squonk, pretty damn cool, man. Gotta give them that. Like that a lot. And forgive me while I just throw this build back in here, because I really don't feel like building another one in it, so I'm just going to throw this one in it. And then of course I'll get my little coily tool and coiling rod and try to straighten it out just a little bit up and over. Oh damn it, I'm probably going to mess this one all up too, ain't I? Alright, not bad. The specs on this device, it is 22 millimeters. You look at the bottom, you get your typical Wotofo branding right there. STNG, Uncle Staz. See, Wotofo branding, it's typical, standard. I guess I better put it on a device. And the device I'm going to be using today is going to be my Vicious Ant Primo. Why? Because it's like super fancy, and this RDA is kind of caters to that fancier, higher end market, so that is what I'm going to be utilizing. Well, let's check our resistance. 0.78 at 40 watts. Looks to be heating pretty evenly. Grab me some cotton. Alright. Tear me off just a hair of that. Not too much. Not too much. Oh, damn it. Hate when I do that. Pull it through. Lay it down, I'm going to cut it off just like so. Lay it down, I'm going to cut it off just like so. Thin it out just a hair, not too much. It's already small diameter, so you don't want to thin out too much of your cotton, because hell, there ain't much there already. It's already thinned out. Alright. Pull through, kind of even them up. Walk around, do the same on this side, pull it, tuck it. Damn, looks pretty even right there. Let me grab me some e-liquid. I'm going to juice it up, wick it up, and we'll take it up top and we'll vape on it, talk about it, and see what we think about it. Anytime I'm rocking High Nick, I typically go with this Baker's Vapor Center Crunch 12 milligram. Shout out to those guys over there, Mr. Scott Zegans. I know he does something with them. That's how I obtain this, and that's why I'm using it. One thing I forgot to mention while I was doing the up close of it, the airflow. It's adjustable from next to nothing to next to nothing again. And the reason that is, guys, this is mouth to lung. This is meant to be a very restricted hit. So that's how they accomplished that, was with that really small teardrop airflow. I do like the looks of the teardrop airflow. It looks really, really good. And you can go all the way and it locks it off completely. Kind of like that as well, that it completely seals the airflow off, opens it back up. But one thing I do not like is the fact that, say you get this cap on backwards. All right, now the cap is on the wrong way. There you don't get nothing. I think that could have been remedied by only allowing the cap to go on one way. I know to some, you know, that may not be a thing, but hey, I got to point that out because that is the con that I ran into with that. All right, so let's take this back up top. Let's vape on it. We'll talk about it, and I'll let you know what I think of the STNG from Wotofo and Uncle Staz. We're back up top, vaping on it. Guys, I'll tell you right now, it is a mouth to lung RDA. That's what it is intended to be, is a mouth to lung, a restricted. I got this one on 20 watts. Let's see if that'll focus right there. Kinda, sorta, maybe. Either way, it's 20 watts, take my word for it. 0.78. Airflow, little less than halfway open. Gives you a really, really nice restricted vape. The high nick, you want that restricted. You don't want to just sit there and just be ripping it. Or I personally don't. You may, but I don't. I really, really thoroughly enjoy this Baker's Vapor Seneca Crunch. Yeah, Center Crunch. That's what it is. Center Crunch. The profile notes are coming out very, very nicely. And I think the flavor on this one's attributed to the conical design of the top cap and the conical design being incorporated into the drip tip. Very, very, very nice touch. Pros, the price point, man. The price point, this thing is very, very affordable, especially for a mouth to lung RDA. A lot of companies now are starting to get into affordable mouth to lung RDAs, and I salute and respect that. It makes a lot of sense. Especially if you want a device that you want to take out with you that you're not really that concerned about if, you know, something was to happen to it or whatever it may be. Because I know some of the mouth to lung RDAs can get really, really high in price. This can be your affordable daily banger. Price point on this is anywhere. I've seen it from $19.99 up to $32.99, something like that online. Be sure to do your research, find it, see if you're interested in it, pick one up. Salute, shout out to Uncle Staz, man. You've done a wonderful job on this product with Wotofo. Love to see the collaboration that you guys have come up with. Cons. I do have a few cons. The one con being what I pointed out was the airflow. If you put this top cap on 180 degrees wrong, there is no airflow. Like, it's just sealed off. You won't be able to open it up. I think that could have been alleviated by only allowing the cap on one way. That would have really simplified and prevented that problem. My second con is purely a subjective con of my choosing, and it is on the top cap. Let's see if we can get that pulled up there. You see that little silver ring at the bottom? No matter what color you get it in, that silver ring is silver. It shows out all the time. The problem I have with that is aesthetically. Most of your guys in your mouth to lung category, man, they are all about aesthetics and performance. But, you know, big key point is going to be the aesthetics. Why? Because they're spending good money on their high-end mods. They want it to look good. And that stainless steel ring showing out of the bottom from that build deck does not help that at all. I think that cap would have been a lot better had it went all the way around that bottom piece right there. It doesn't look bad on this one because it is the titanium. So, I mean, you can't even hardly see it. It just incorporates with the stainless. So if you're stainless, you're good. But if you're any other color, not so much. As always, I'm going to do what I always do. Haha, you thought I was going to tell you you're somebody. Not this time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you how you yourself can be rewarded with your very own STNG Mount-to-Lung RDA from Wotofo and Uncle Staz. Y'all know the drill. Follow the link right here at Wotofo Official. Find a picture, leave a comment on Instagram, hashtag Mr.JustRight1 sent me. I'll leave it up for a few days. I'll come back and I will choose the lucky recipient to be rewarded with their very own STNG Mount-to-Lung RDA. As always, guys, if at any given point in time you have ever felt like you are not a somebody, I want you to know that you are a somebody in somebody's eyes, and that somebody is me. I absolutely love each and every one of you. Stay focused, stay blessed. Mr. Just Right 1 is checking in and checking out at the same damn time.